Hi everyone, I am Brittany the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of a Kickstarter I got. These are actually tarot dice. So let me tell you a little bit about the Kickstarter. These are called the Ragnorak Sunset Sea Tarot Dice. It came with a few extra things plus an add-on, and I'll get into that in a second. But basically the concept is that they are combining dice and the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot. And it just creates like a new, not a new system, but a new method of using tarot or the tarot system, but in the form of dice. So everything all together was about $43 or $57 Canadian. It includes the tarot dice, the tray, the dice pouch, and then under here hiding the yes or no coin. If you've been on my live streams or if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this coin pop up. I already have one, so not sure what I'll do with this one yet. But okay, let's go ahead and open up everything. Here is the dice pouch. This feels like a normal burlap bag with a cool little swirly design on the front, and the inside is just plain. It's actually a nice sturdy bag. You know, it doesn't feel like it would fall apart, and the seams are really well done. So I'm actually really happy for this. I was worried because sometimes burlap can be a little, it could fray, but it actually seems like it's been sewn up and sealed quite well. So I don't think I have much to worry about. Here we have the yes no coin. Came in this cool little pouch, and if you are curious about this coin, I actually got my original one off of Amazon, and I will link that below. All right, I got this baby open. This is actually, I kind of like the color of this one better. This is more of a gunmetal. Here is my older one. This is the one that I got off of Amazon. This one's actually a lot heavier. So if you get the one off of Amazon that I have, it's, I guess a normal coin of the size, it would be a normal weight. This one's actually quite heavy. It's a little thicker too. I don't know if you'd be able to see that too much on camera, but same exact design on the front and same exact design on the back. What's interesting though is, so if you look at them upright, or yes, if you look at the yes side and then you just flip it over, this one is upside down and this one is upright. So that's very curious. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's a coin, right? So you're worried about just one face or the other, but they are not. That just goes to show that they are not exactly the same. So if you get the one off of Amazon, you will get this one. If you kickstart this or maybe get it from their shop later, you'll get this one. Here, this is the triple moon tray. It has a little bit of rust on it. It seems like there's a little bit of rust and brandishing on it already, but I might be able to, and there's definitely a scratch here. So that's a little disappointing, I think. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Right here, there's like a little scratch. You know, I plan to actually use this. It's not going to be purely decorative, so I guess that's fine. I just don't like kickstarting things and not getting things in more or less pristine condition. But it's a cool tray. I plan to use it with the dice for now. I might end up defaulting to my bone tray. If you've seen my bone reading video, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. Nice wooden tray. But what's interesting about this plate is it's not completely flat on the bottom. It looks like it is, but there's a slight hump, and then lightly curves in, and then it has like a sharp curve, and you can't see it, but you can feel it because my desk is flat, but it has a rock to it. which I don't think is necessarily beneficial if you're wanting to use them for like casting, because I don't want the surface of whatever I'm casting onto to move. This might be cool though for spell work. I might just use this to put my candles on, just kind of let it get beat up a little. I don't know. Comment below, guys. What do you think of the dish? All right, let's get into the bread and butter here. All right, so I have my helper with me off camera. So if you hear some little meows or some purring, you know that it is Luna. So here is the box. Came wrapped completely in cellophane. Here is the front. The print is very interesting because you can see here the words don't fit on the entire front of the box. So it's Ragnorak tarot dice. All right, I'm gonna get this open and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here is the box. It kind of has this almost rose petal finish. It feels like a it's either super matte or lightly rose petal. It's very hard to tell, especially with the foiling here. So this is a matte style foiling, which I actually really like. My my Wandering Spirits tarot has the same thing, and I feel like it'll last longer. It's not so garish on camera, which I do a lot of my readings on. So yeah, kind of like that. But here's the box. Here's a little tab here. Let's go ahead and open her up. So it comes with this little guidebook. I use that in quotes because it's literally just a fold out pamphlet. It's just like the keywords of all the tarot. So it goes through the major arcana here, goes through the wands, cups, and then you flip it over and you have the swords and pentacles. So it's a nice little cheat sheet if you're just wanting the overall upright keywords, but very light, not much to write home about. You can see the design is the same as on the box. So this is from Marvoli Studio. Here's some of the information if you are curious. And then here is a sticker that apparently is attached. I think the sticker is supposed to be here, like this. I think that's how the box should have come. But I think this must have wedged itself under in shipping and got sort of attached to this and pulled itself up, because this black here is actually velveteen, and if you know anything about fabrics, you know that things don't like to stick to that. So not too much of a big deal. I can just see that there are clearly some QA issues that are going on across the board. I didn't mention it, but my coin had some tarnishing as well. So it wasn't only the plate. But let me go ahead, pull these dice out, and we can look at the dice. All right, so you can see with the dice out, it's just styrofoam, really, really lightweight, nothing really to write home about. I don't know yet if I'll keep them in the box or just keep them in a bag, but if you're gonna travel or something like that, the bag will come in handy. So here we have the dice. They're actually quite large. They're a lot larger than I thought they'd be. I thought they would kind of be this size of a regular die. But let's just kind of look at the guidebook in comparison so I can show you the imagery. The good thing about the guidebook is that it shows you the image, or I should say the icon of the side of the die, and then tells you what it is. So like, for instance, this is the world. And then here, obviously, this would be 3 of Pentacles. So you kind of, if you're not sure like what this image is, like say this one here, I believe this one is the devil. Here we go. This is the direction of that. But they're very lightweight. I expected them to be maybe a little heavier, so they're just classic resin dice. What I like about this though is that you can do your casting similar to how you would if you were doing runes. So if I guess I will keep them in the bag. Let's do a sample. So to do an example reading how to use the tarot dice, I will say that the guidebook or this little pamphlet here does not really talk about any ideas on how to use it. So that is going to be completely up to you to figure out your own style. I think this assumes that you do some sort of casting and tarot, so that way you kind of have baselines to go off of. So I kind of do. Let's do a sample reading. So let's say I wanted to do a 3-card spread, right? I just want to do past, present, future kind of thing. So just shake up the bag, pull out 3 dice, and then roll them. So here I would have, let's look at the guidebook. This is the devil again. This is in reverse. This is the Ace of Wands, and then what is this here? Oh, okay, this is the 10 of Wands. So we have the 10 of Wands, the devil in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So obviously if you go off of imagery or anything like that, you're not going to get that with this. You just kind of have to understand the meaning of the card, meaning of the tarot, I should say. But if not, you do have this guidebook here. So the only thing is it does not include reversals. So here we do have the 10 of Wands, which talks about having to deal with like persevering and dealing with pressure. You're completing a task, but at what cost? You're still being burdened. And then here we're saying that perhaps you are, in the past, you've been carrying that burden with you. But we have the devil in reverse here, which is meaning you're maybe releasing that burden. You're starting to find the ways to free yourself from these things that you felt attached to, things that you couldn't let go of. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is our future position, and this is the I guess die. This is the sign that you have some really new adventures coming towards you, both creatively, maybe new passions are being ignited, and you have something, maybe like a new hobby or a new career change that is coming to you in the future. So that's kind of how you can use these dice. You can also do, you know, I think you can do sort of like classic spreads. You could, you know, do your Celtic cross where you just kind of go through and you pick out your die individually, roll it, and then just start building out your spread, right? So let's see how the dice and the plate play together. This won't be a reading. This is just to see how the plate feels, because I told you it rocks, right? So let's see. Okay, so it wasn't too bad actually. There was a little movement there, but it actually held onto the dice quite well. So I'm gonna try that again. Just gonna get a handful of dice and see. Okay, I was a little disappointed in this plate, but I will say that it's doing its job and I'm quite pleased with it. So some things that I want to point out, and you might have noticed it with this, I think having dice is really cool because it's kind of like the same concept of having round tarot cards, that things don't have to just be upright or reversed. And just like tarot, you can choose to only do upright, you can do upright, reverse, but the dice introduce another concept of having things to the side. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles pointing to the left. the Knight of Pentacles pointing to the right. So you can create an even more in-depth system with the dice based off of the position that the I guess that the card, you know, is facing. So I think that's really cool, and it can open you up to being a more in-depth reader, especially if you decide to combine this with an actual tarot deck, or if you're combining this with Oracle, something like that. But I think that being able to open up to different positions of the tarot it really will make you a more holistic reader, in my opinion. All right, everyone, these were the tarot dice, the Ragnorak tarot dice. Let me know what you think. Do you want me to include these in some of my live streams? Comment below. And let me know what your thought on the concept of tarot dice even is, you know? All right, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.